The breath and air samples must be collected first thing after you wake up. The key here is to breathe normally during the entire protocol and also to prevent any leaks in the whole system that we're about to show you. Retrieve the pre-assembled kit and verify that the T-piece and the QD valve are still firmly attached to the sample bag. Place the mouthpiece against your teeth and seal your lips around it, but don't blow yet. From this point on, all breathing is done through your nose. With your other hand, retrieve the nose clip. If you plan to use the watch as a timer, place it on that same hand. The sine wave here illustrates regular breathing cycles through your nose. When you get to the top of a normal breath, stop breathing and place the nose clip on your nose. You will hold your breath for 20 seconds, plus minus 1 second. Remember, you must not breathe deep or shallow. Just breathe normally and then hold it. At the 20th second, exhale all of your breath into the mouthpiece. There's no need to blow hard, but continue to exhale until the sample bag is full. Again, here's what happens when you exhale. Note that the discard bag, shown here, inflates first, before the sample bag. Here's the breath cycle illustration again. Note that you are allowed to over-exhale until the sample bag is full. If you just can't fill the bag, leave it partially filled. Retrieve the canister marked breath air. Loosen the head of the cap 1 to 2 turns and pull it out. Connect the canister to the QD valve as shown here. A click will be heard. Upon successful connection, you will hear the sound of the air transferring from the bag to the vacuum canister. Apply gentle pressure on the bag for 20 seconds. Air pressure in the bag and canister will equalize. While maintaining gentle pressure on the bag, disconnect the QD valve and install the cap as deep as possible on the canister nozzle. Tighten it using only 2 fingers like this. The cap is used to protect against debris and not to seal the canister. Don't bother tightening hard. Now for the ambient air sample. Disconnect the QD valve from the sample bag and connect it to the canister marked ambient air. Upon connection, ambient air will start filling the canister. Hold for 20 seconds, keeping it away from your face. Disconnect the QD valve and install the cap as deep as possible on the canister nozzle. You're now done with the breath and air sampling session. You can trash this whole kit and restore the QD valve and the canisters. Now, here are a few hints before we finish. Remember that you must not open the crew quarters door prior to finishing this session. Keep in mind that you should always breathe normally throughout the protocol. If you think you've breathed deep or shallow, just return to baseline by breathing normally for 1 minute. Now, here's something we haven't mentioned yet, but it's the most common mistake and it would ruin the breath sample. Let's take a look at an exaggerated version of that mistake. When you're about to exhale at the end of the 20-second wait, you must resist the temptation of inhaling even a tiny bit of air. Did you see what he did here? Let's see it again. The lip seal around the mouthpiece was broken and outside air leaked into the system. The advice here, maintain the seal around the mouthpiece, do not inhale, just exhale. We'll call this one resist the temptation of inhaling. At any point in the protocol, if you're in doubt, don't be creative. Ask questions or just abort the session. We prefer to reschedule than to run out of hardware in ISS inventory. If you feel that a canister did not fill normally, try using the spare canister to save the session. In the case of the breath sample, ensure that at least half of the sample bag is still filled with breath air. If it's not half full, do not use the spare canister and just abort the session. In the case of an ambient air sample, well, that's easy. Just repeat using the spare canister. In either case, make sure you mark the new canister with the subject info and you mark the defective one as defect. Finally, the Marrow team prepared a cheat sheet for you for quick reference on the morning of the session. You are invited to place it at your bedside with the rest of the hardware. Thank you for watching and good luck with the session.